Yo, what's up, Dividend Nomads? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to be diving into my income portfolio. It's one of several portfolios, but we're going to focus on the income portfolio today. Show y'all the portfolio that allows me to live this life abroad without being rich. So I'm going to dive into the phone, share that with you guys, and then I'll take you behind the scenes into the spreadsheet and share with you guys all the details for the long-term performance and things like that. So let me record the screen. 3, 2, 1. Bam. All right, I'm going to open up Charles Schwab. So I'll refresh it for you guys. But this is Sunday morning at 9 o'clock here in Makati or Manila. It's almost 9:30 in the morning. So the market's closed. Nothing's happening right now. But you can see my portfolio is valued at $72,262. And this portfolio, this $72,000, is what allows me to live in Asia without having to worry about a 9 to 5 if I don't want to earn money from somewhere else. But I do have other income sources. But if you look here, I do have other portfolios. You can see I have one for 67,000, another for 17, and actually have another one in another brokerage, or two more brokerages. But I'll cover those in another video. Today we're just going to look at this one. So as I said, there's $72,262 here right now, and $9,000 of that is cash. And then if we look at the positions, let me just view all the positions here. So at the top, you can see we have XDTE, which is Round Hill's S&P 500 zero DTE cover call ETF. So they basically sell cover calls every single day on the S&P 500. This pays me money each and every single Friday, and I'm going to share that with you guys here in just a moment. The next one I have, also, I got another video coming for you guys, a more in-depth video about XDTE. I'm going to get that out for you guys sometime this week. The next one I have is SPYI, which is the NEOS S&P 500 cover call ETF or high income ETF. Why do I have this one and XDTE? SPYI, they also sell cover calls on the S&P, but it's not daily. They're not zero DTE cover calls. They're further. The expiration date is further out, and they're further out of the money, so they capture supposedly more upside. And this one pays each and every single month. Now, the next position I have is SCHX, which technically isn't an income play, but it is Schwab's U.S. Large Cap ETF. This is basically the S&P 500 plus the next 250 top stocks in the market. So I guess you can say it's the top 750 stocks in the market. So the top tech stocks, the top S&P stocks, they're all kind of weighted the same anyway. So they're all in here. This gives you growth, and this keeps the portfolio balanced and keeps the portfolio going up, moving upward in an upward trajectory, capturing all of the upside, because cover call ETFs don't get to capture all the upside. So I got something here to capture that and keep the portfolio growing. And then the last one I have is QQQI, which is the NEOS NASDAQ 100 cover call ETF. So just like SPYI, they're selling cover calls on the NASDAQ. They're, further expiration, further out of the money to capture upside. This pays each and every single month. And this is a pretty new position for me. So I'm just now getting started on this one. And then, like I said, have the cash there, the $9,000. So now that you know what's in the portfolio and what they actually do, I'm going to take you behind the scenes and into the spreadsheet and share with you guys the details of the performance of these, how they performed for me anyway. It's going to be different for everybody based on the time that you bought it. Let me record the screen on my computer. Let me see here. I got to remember how to do this. All right, let's do the whole thing. 3, 2, 1, bam. All right, let me make this bigger. It's going to be hard for you guys to see. Okay, let's make it 150 or 200. Let me see if I can make it 200. That might even be, it's even better. All right, so here we go. So here's my spreadsheet. Actually, I'm working on a new one. I'm just not finished creating it yet, but I'm working on it. And when I get it done, then maybe I'll get that out to you guys. But for now, this one right here. So you can see here in the blue, XDTE, QQI, SPY, SHX. These are the 4 positions that I just shared with you guys in my actual brokerage account. If you look over here in the right side, you can see these are the number of shares that I have. 1,176, QQI is 42, SPYI 153, and SCHX 253. Then on the far right, you can see how much I paid, which doesn't really matter to you, it matters what you bought it at, not what I bought it at. But this is just so you guys can see my overall performance and how these things have worked out for me. So we look here at the returns. This is the most important part, I guess, in allocations. But for XDTE, you can see it is negative 4.68% on the market return. And I've had this for a long time, though. I've had this for maybe a year and a half, almost 2 years. Now, at the end of the year, this pays out a huge distribution, which you will see in a moment, and it brought the NAV down. But if you were to sell this and start at the beginning of the year, you would be riding this in an upward trajectory. But at the end of the year, that huge payout does affect the NAV. So just be aware of that. But you can see, even with the negative market return of 4.68%, I've got about a 24% total return. So which means with minus this 4% here, I basically made 20% return on this, which a 20% return is pretty dang good if you ask me, because the market generally returns you 12% a year, but this you can get 20% of income. So not too shabby. The next one I have is QQQI. You can see this one is pretty much flat. It's 0.2% positive, which is flat, and almost a 0.5% on the total return. But this is a brand new position for me. I'll share with you guys that in a moment. SPYI, we're almost 1%, just over 0.75% on the market return, and 6.2% total return. So this one's going up a little bit, but I've had this a little bit longer. It's had more time to start to do its thing a little bit. And then lastly, SHX is up 8% and up 8.5% on the total return. So as you can see here, as far as the allocation goes, I'm way overweight here in XDTE, 63%, and I'm looking to change that. Actually, I'm looking to grow these other positions. QQI is 3.2 and SPYI is 11.3. So I'm looking to increase these a lot, because I would like to get XDTE down to at least 50%, maybe even less than that. So currently, I'm not putting money there. I'm not reinvesting, nothing. I'm just taking that money and keeping it, waiting for opportunities to grow this QQI and SPYI. And I'm also growing this SCHX, even though it's 10% already. I still want to grow this more so my portfolio can keep going up, moving up in an upward trajectory. So I'm trying to grow these three and just leaving the XDT alone at the moment. Like I said, I have another video for you guys about XDTE in more detail about how it works and my investing strategy in it and how I'm using it and those kind of things. Let me show you guys the dividend log so you guys can see the payments for this. So first of all, if we look back here, well, you can see all four of them are here. So you can see here, I had XDTE back in January of 2025. So that's more than a year ago. You can see QQI, SPY, SHX, none of these. I didn't get any payments for any of these in 2025. So these are all brand new positions as of 2026. So XDTE I've had for a long time. You can see slowly we've grown the distribution because I was slowly building the position, buying more and more. So that's why these distributions are getting bigger, because I was adding more shares along the way. And you can see here in December, we got this big payout of $2,000 as opposed to the $800 that I had here. So that's that large distribution I was telling you guys about, because they are required by law to pay out everything that they get, like they earn. It's like the nature of covered call ETFs. They have to pay that money out to you, and so they basically hold some of it back throughout the year, so the NAV can stay flat or continue growing, and then they pay it to you at the end of the year. And so there's two of those payments last year. There was both in December, but the one of them paid in December, and the second one paid out at the beginning of the month in January, even though the X date was in December. So that one was $2,700. So that's a very large payment. And you can see SPYI started paying me the very first payment here in January also. So if we go down to the current time, if we look down here at July, you can see so far I've made $649 from XDTE. Now I told you guys this pays me each and every single Friday, and you see today's only the 19th. We've already got $649. If I open up this calendar, you can see we're going to get 2 more payments out of this. So this is going to be about $1,000 this month for this one particular ETF. And QQQI will pay me later at the end of the month. SPYI will also pay me later at the end of the month. And so this is going to add to this $1,000 or so that I'm going to get, which should put me at about $1,200 for the month, which it is cheap to live here in Asia. If you want to live here in Philippines, China, Thailand, Vietnam, whatever, depending on how you live, like I'm not like a luxurious type person. I just live a normal, simple life. I eat what I want to eat. I drink coffee every day. I go to the gym. I pay rent, that kind of thing. And I usually spend about anywhere between $1,000 to $1,200 a month on most of the time. So this is definitely enough money to, provide the lifestyle that I live. If you're doing more stuff, going out and partying and all this and that, and, drinking a lot and this kind of stuff, eating fancy restaurants, you're going to spend a lot more money than that. But so anyway, if you go over here to the right, to the far right, you can see so far for this month, I've got $649 in this portfolio. Now I do have other portfolios, as I showed you guys on my phone. I actually have like 4 or 5 other portfolios, but this is the main one that provides the lifestyle, lets me live abroad and have more freedom than staying stuck in America with an expensive life and working a traditional 9 to 5. I don't have to do all that because I have this portfolio here. Now, that being said, I do have other sources of income. I'm a businessman. I have a business in China because I live in China most of the time. I stay here for 4 or 5 months out of the year, stay in China the rest of the time. That's where my business is at. I also, have this YouTube channel. I've got several books that I've written. I've published several books that still earn me money every single month. So I have lots of other sources of income, but this right here is what allows me to live abroad and without being rich and without having to wait until I'm old to retire. So anyway, that is my income portfolio. Like I said, I'll share with you guys a more in-depth video about XDTE and how I use it and all of the details about it. And, I don't hide anything from you guys. I share everything with 100% transparency. So I'll tell you the good and the bad, all that stuff. And then I'll also, if you're interested in more details about the other portfolios and more specific details about them, I can make a video about those as well, which I've talked about them sometimes, but I didn't cover them in depth. So if you want that, let me know that in the comments below, and I'll make those videos for you guys too. And anyway, that's all I really got for you guys. I'm going to go out and grab me some coffee, and then I'm going to hit the gym. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Y'all take care.